This is an introduction to OrthoVision's model analysis feature. This feature is used primarily to record your CAST model's measurements and quickly view spacing analysis results. To get to the screen, first click Analysis and then Model Analysis on the upper left side. As you can see, the model analysis report is comprised of tables for your tooth measurements, as well as the mean and standard deviation of each measurement. We can view the next page of this particular report by clicking on the Next button in the upper right here. This particular page of the report is comprised of ratios which help determine whether or not there is adequate amount of spacing and whether or not tooth extraction may be recommended. To return to the first page of this particular report, simply click on the Previous button in the upper right here. To begin recording your measurements, simply input the measurement of the highlighted tooth here. As we can see, currently no inputs have been made, and so the highlighted left central incisor has a result of 0 in the table. To input your measurements, first make sure the correct tooth is selected in the table here, and simply input your value in the space above here. When we click on the Next button, we can see that the next tooth, the left lateral incisor, is highlighted in the guide above. Once again, input your value and click Next to move on. As we continue to fill in our measurements, you can see our data being placed directly into the report under the Result column. As you can see here, the 3 tooth measurements that we've inputted have been placed in the appropriate row on our report table. Rather than filling in all the data on the video here, I'll select a patient record where I've already completed the data input stage of our analysis. After we've completed filling in all of our measurements, OrthoVision automatically calculates the data that you need to make an accurate diagnosis. It will automatically calculate spacing, Bolton's analysis ratios, Howe's analysis ratios, Selden's analysis ratios, and finally, Carey's analysis ratios. As you can see in the overall ratio, which is part of Bolton's analysis, the sum of the mandibular 12 and the sum of the maxillary 12 have already been calculated for you along with the ratio itself. Because this ratio is less than 91.3% for this patient, OrthoVision automatically shows that maxillary tooth material excess is present by checking off the indicator boxes. OrthoVision continues to use this procedure for the other analysis ratios available in this report, showing what each ratio indicates. As long as you have entered your measurements accurately, the ratios will be completed to perfection, allowing you to instantly see the results of each analysis. When it comes time to export this report, you simply need to use the exporting tools available throughout all of OrthoVision. The first icon in the upper right is the Upload Image function, which attaches an image of the current page of the report to your patient's records and into the database. The second tool is the Capture function, which copies the current page of the report to your clipboard for later pasting into either an image program or a word processor. The third function is simply the Export tool, which you can save an actual image in various formats onto disk. And finally, there's the Print tool, which allows you to print the report anywhere you would like. Please note that regardless of whether you choose to export this report or not, the full report is automatically saved in OrthoVision to your patient file. This concludes the introduction to the OrthoVision model analysis feature. If you have any additional questions, please refer to our user manual or feel free to contact our customer support.